let's do the hands first, okay? So I introduced last week a little bit of that concept of the fascia, right? The fascia is almost like a netting that goes over our structure, our bones, and our muscles. And it gets very stiff as we get older because if you think about a net, maybe even a fish net, over time as it goes in the sun, it gets kind of dry and brittle. And so that's what happens to the fascia. As we get older, it gets dry and brittle, just like our joints get like that. So you have to move them around and soften them up. So the ball is a good thing because it kind of gets into all those little places. So you can kind of grind it in there a little bit. You can take it into the thumb mounds and the finger mounds. Each side and into the palm. And then you can roll it around like this a little bit. And then even into this little area right here, and even at the top. This is a really important connection right there, right to the thumb. A lot of arthritis happens right in the thumb, okay? So we're just kind of loosening up the area, because once the fascia loosens up, it helps the joint and the muscles support each other. Okay. All right, so take your hands, balls to your lap, and just kind of move it around. Okay. Let's just move the wrist a little bit. Do like that, right hand, yeah, and the other one. And then we'll take the wrist and just windshield wiper them like this. So everything about arthritis is movement, right? So even though it feels a little stiff, just any little bit of movement is going to really help break up those little arthritis crunchies in there. Okay, so we're going to do a similar thing with our foot. So let's take the ball out in front and take our right foot, and I want you to bring the ball on the arch of your foot. Now you realize there's a lot of different angles that you can take, right? You can kind of move your foot inward, so you get this part, or you can take it right in the middle, or you can take it out to the edge. So all of those areas I want you to kind of massage just by going back and forth, and maybe in around or side to side.
That feels good.
Yes. Now if it's tender, oh yeah, if it's tender, you can stop and breathe there. You could massage it a little bit, but that's where you get a little bit of knots. Now, for anybody who knows reflexology, this area that we're working on right now corresponds to our digestive system, right? So we're stimulating and working our digestive system by doing this. Good. And then we're going to release it and go to the other side. And you might notice that one side might be different than the other. You just smush it around. Does anybody feel it like super, super tender? So far good? Okay, good. All right, because we're going to work our feet a little bit more then, okay? So we're going to take that right foot and we're going to bring it up on our laps. Kind of, you know how we do pigeon a little bit, like this? And we're going to start to massage the bottom of the feet. Use your thumbs and kind of get into that same area. And this now you can control the pressure a little bit more, and you might even get a little bit deeper. Okay. And then I want you to start to work up into the toe mounds and right underneath where the toe mounds and the creases of the toes are, right? Because that maps into your neck. Okay, so if you have a stiff neck, this is a good area to be massaging. Okay. So under each of those toe mounds, that's what's so interesting about that. Like the body contains these secret maps, you know, and the feet is a map to your structure. Okay, now this is going to be that tricky one. We're going to interlace our hands inside of our toes. Okay, so you start with your pinky and your pinky toe, right? The ring finger and your other toe, and just interlace. And so ladies, when you get a pedicure, that's what you do, right? So they have those little things, and this is going to be good. This is going to keep your toes and your feet healthy. You want to have the webbing of your feet be pliable, right? So you just kind of do that, and then you can point and flex a little bit, just kind of move it around. Good. And then release it, okay? So I thought of this sequence because one of my students said, we never work on our feet and give our feet tender, loving care. So that's what we're doing right now. So we're going to take the left foot now. So remember, it's the two thumbs kind of working into the arch. And sometimes things get really, really tender. So just be careful. Sometimes there's actually like little knots there. So you're almost like kneading that area. And we talked about the fascia. I had mentioned before that the fascia of the front side of our body, the fascia of the back side of our body connect right here at the base of our foot. So we are now loosening up that fascia so the whole body can release. And then we'll do it underneath the toes. And again, you can point the toes and kind of crunch them, make sure they're moving around. Give them lots of attention. So 25% of all the bones in your body are right here in your feet. So that's a lot of little bones. Okay, then we do that interlacing, right? So we take the pinky and the toe, maybe just move the toes around. Very good. And when we have happy feet, we have a happy body, right? Yeah, good. And then release it. Good. Take your legs up a little bit and let's give them a good shake. Point and flex. So we're bringing lots of circulation, right? Lots of sensations in those beautiful feet. Windshield wiper them back and forth a little bit.